We're live. Let's go.
Oh, we have our camera! Reggie Fils-Aimé!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live. What do they have to do, Bria?
Like to like in the slide.
All right, make sure to like and subscribe. What's up to everybody coming into the chat? ASAP, Logan, Hodis, CBH, Neil, Undefined, Kibo, Joseph, L, Preach. What's up to everybody coming into the chat? Tree, I see you, my guy. What's up, everybody? We are live and we are ready for some news. I'm already getting a DM from ASAP. Let's go. We got breaking news. Is it breaking news, ASAP? What is it? What is it, bro? What is it? Let me see. What is it? Oh, this is breaking news. We got to tweet this out on Twitter. The sequel to the Mario movie is titled Super Mario World. Let's go. Bro, do you know what this means? Do you know the possibilities? Bro, we're going to tweet this out live. Shout out to ASAP for the breaking news. Let's go. Y'all getting it live. Bruh, there is some pretty dope news today. The Switch 2 news is at an all-time high. I thought I tweeted something that I didn't see
24 days until the Switch
in my Twitter feed. That's right, and it's 23 more. So much news. Hold on, let me tweet this out real quick. We're going to tweet it out real quick. Let's go, let's go. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, we lit. We live. This is what happens. The Mario movie. The Mario movie sequel is said to be titled Super Mario World. Bro, you know how many you know what that means? We're going to have the Koopalings. Bro, I got to type this down. Do you know what that means? We are going to have the Koopalings. Let's go. Hey, we're getting to the news. We're getting to the news, but this is just breaking news, bro. All right, go that way, Brielle. Bro, that means we're going to have the Koopalings. Now Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. wasn't in the Super Nintendo. It was just the Koopalings. Bowser Jr. came in the new Super Mario series. I don't know where he came from. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me tweet this out real quick. Y'all just bear with me. And then we're going to get started with the rest of the news. I wasn't even planning on doing this. Super Mario, do you know what that means? We're going to have the Koopalings. Let's go. That's lit. That's fire. Let's go. That's going to be amazing. Yes, and it means Yoshi. And they did tease Yoshi already in the first movie. They already teased Yoshi at the end. If you sat through the cutscene, the end scene credits, they had an extra bonus scene teasing Yoshi. So, but the Koopalings will be a big W. Chris says Obi needs to calm down. Ain't no calming down. The Switch 2 about to launch in 23 days. I need to change it, bro. In 23 days. We're going to have the greatest gaming experience known to mankind. Who's hyped in the chat? We're at 18 likes. I need everybody. Give the stream a thumbs up. We're at 18 likes. 22 people give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush 40 likes right now. Brielle is crying because it's bedtime. So, that's what happens when we have kids in the background. But we are lit. And I am. That's right. Tree says I'm hyped. Kiki says she's hyped. We all hyped. If you're not hyped, you tuning into the wrong YouTuber. Because we are hyped for that Switch 2, boy. Nothing but Switch 2 news on this channel. We don't care about anything else. All right. Shout out to ASAP. That's pretty dope. That is amazing. And it's interesting. I tweeted out, Super Nintendo is my GOAT console. I need the Switch 2 ads. I need to show those Switch 2 power up ads. Let me see latest news, bro. I need to show. There's Switch 2 ads like in Times Square, all over the place right now. The Switch 2 marketing is at an all-time high. Let me show it real quick. Recent short bar. I thought I tweeted it out, but I looked through my Twitter feed and I didn't have it, bro. I didn't have it. Anyways, Switch 2 marketing is at an all-time high. I'll probably tweet it out later. There's ads in Times Square, and I like the catchphrase. It's saying Switch 2 power up, signifying it's a more powerful console. Speaking of a more powerful console, this is how. Wait. First, I gotta let y'all know we are giving away a Switch 2 console. That's gonna be lit at the end of this month. Shout out to Murray. And if you want to join a dope gaming community, support your boy, become a member of the OGC. Links in the description. Get on my Switch friend list. We're going to be gaming with the Switch 2 prizes, tournaments. It's going to be fun. We're just going to have an amazing time. It's a fun, chill community. Let's get it. All right. Brah. Nintendo dropped a video comparing Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2. We're going to watch this. I haven't seen it yet. I saw glimpses of it. But I'll tell you this. Nintendo needs to do more of these kinds of videos. Forget that Digital Foundry stuff where we got to zoom in 100 times and examine hair follicles to try to see the difference because images just all look the same. They were trying to compare Final Fantasy on the PS5 versus the Nintendo Switch 2 version, and it was looking exactly the same. They had to zoom in on the hair follicles, and look how Cloud's hair follicles are cleaner on the PS5 than the Switch 2. We don't care about no hair follicles. But this gives us a lot of the Digital Foundry videos, and I'm sure y'all watch them too. I think they be trolling us sometimes. It look like it's the same image, like there's the same thing. I'm looking at the same thing. I can't tell the difference. But when Nintendo does it, and they're comparing our last gen console to our current gen console, we can see we're getting a much needed improvement in gaming. So I think Nintendo needs to do more of these videos, but let's check it out. Live raw reaction. This is Harry Potter. My phone, hold on, my son's calling me. All right, let's watch it. Live, real, raw rap, chocolate dropper. All right, let's check out the reaction. Let's go. Bro, look how much cleaner the Switch 2 version looks.
Extraordinary.
Let's go. You can see the noticeable difference. Looking good. Looking clean. Let's go. You can see like the more detail on the, and look, no loading in between areas. It's just a continual gaming experience. Bro, this looks so much better. Let's go. Oh, like even the fire on the ground, that wasn't in the Switch 1 version. Let's go. That's lit. That's dope. And so, shout out to Nintendo. I thought that was pretty amazing. We are getting a much needed improvement in Harry Potter Switch 2 version versus the Switch version. And speaking of Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy. You can get, if you have the Switch 1 version, you can upgrade to the Switch 2 version for only $10. There is a path to upgrade that's been revealed. And shout out to ASAP again, because he pointed it out to me that it's on sale. I think it's still on sale. Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch. I have no interest in playing it on the Switch. I'm done with the Switch after Pokemon. But I still bought it for because it's on sale for $17. It's 70% off right now. Only $17. That means you buy it on the Switch 1 for only $17. Then you can upgrade to the Switch 2 version for an additional $10. So you're only paying about $27 for the Switch 2 version of this game, which is a steal right now, because this sale is this $17 price is a limited time on the eShop. So it's on sale to the 19th. Thanks, Star Switch Gaming. So take advantage of this, ladies and gentlemen. This game has been critically reviewed as a great game. Switch 2 version is looking amazing, looking clean. So I'm super hyped. Y'all have to excuse me too. Today I've been having a sore throat all day. So, but we pressing through, bro, because of that Switch 2 hype, man. We are hyped for this console. Speaking of power, bro, Nintendo hit us with some fire today on their YouTube channel. We have the developers of Borderlands 4. This is another feature that I feel Nintendo needs to continue to do. These creator corners. Let's check out this video. It's short, 4 minutes or so, but it gives us insight on the creative process of the Switch 2 version. And check out what he says about the Switch 2. So let's watch it. I think this is dope. This is cool. Live reaction. That's why y'all were waiting, anticipating when is Obi-Wan going live all day. Where's Obi-Wan at? We right here. Let's go. From zero. I hope Nintendo does this all throughout the generation of the Switch 2, these creators corner.
It really goes back to the fact that I was fortunate enough to have a nerd as a dad. I mean, it got me through some things. As a 5-year-old trying to figure out how the world worked, I could just, you know what, this is gonna stimulate and engage me. Cool. And of course, it's all because of my dad. Why I learned how to become a programmer and eventually a designer.
Cool. Shout out to his dad.
And my dad showed me all of that.
Or else we wouldn't have Borderlands.
So gaming really started for me as a connective experience, you know, connecting with others. It goes back to my family,
Give the thumbs
right?
up, everybody.
It was one Christmas that my younger brother and I got the NES. And my mom and dad walking in at different times, we shared all of that together.
NES was my second console. First one's that Atari 7800, bro.
Playing and making video games. And it's easy to say that I don't think that would be true if it wasn't for Nintendo. It is so exciting
Nintendo, the
to be
kings
able to develop
of
a
gaming
game for the platform. To have Nintendo Switch
Everybody's
2
been
in
inspired
hand
by
while we're
Nintendo.
making Borderlands 4 for Nintendo Switch 2 is really exciting.
Oh, so they have the Switch 2. They have those dev kits
to a platform. But in this case, we're making Borderlands 4 for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Let's go.
And I think that when you
see that they're not porting it, they're developing the Switch 2 version while they're developing all the other versions. All right, I didn't All right.
play Borderlands 4 on Nintendo Switch 2, you'll realize that with the cooperative experience and how we can use the Nintendo Switch 2 platform to connect with friends, share our game with friends.
Let's go.
It's pretty astonishing how perfect this platform is for Borderlands 4.
Y'all heard that? We pausing and we hyping it up. He said the Switch 2 is perfect for Borderlands 4. We're gonna get the perfect edition. They need to call the Switch 2 edition of Borderlands 4 the perfect edition.
The most exciting thing to me about the Nintendo Switch 2 is to see where we're going to go with this new connected world. Gaming is a shared social experience. It's why we as developers continue to make games that have adventure.
Is that the Switch 1 Pro controller?
As well. Nintendo Switch 2 makes that accessible to us as developers, to players, to our friend groups.
And this got to be Switch 2 footage they showing. It's looking clean on the Switch 2. This is one of those games, because it's a cell shaded art style, it's going to pretty much be equal on all platforms, bro. So definitely picking this up on the Switch 2, as I'm doing with every third-party developer. We're getting them all on the Switch 2.
Wherever they are in this weird, wild world, we can explore the Borderlands together.
Let's go.
The Nintendo Switch 2
60 frames.
has been a joy to work with.
This is 2 version is
very
looking clean.
powerful.
If that's the Switch
It's
2
an
version.
incredible machine in a very tight form factor.
Oh, we got to rewind that.
It's an incredible machine in a
We got to
work with. It's
Wait, hold on. What did he say?
the Nintendo Switch 2 has been a joy to work with.
joy to
It's
work with.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
It's an incredible machine.
Rewind.
Joy to work with. It's very powerful.
Very.
It's an incredible machine in a very tight form factor.
Very
And we love being on the bleeding edge with our graphics.
Let's go.
And the experience that we're creating.
Let's go.
And the Nintendo Switch 2 makes all that possible.
Let's go.
We don't feel like we're fighting the system.
Let's go.
We feel like the system's enabling us and empowering us.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, and I tweeted this out, this generation, I'm feeling those Super Nintendo vibes, bro. Super Nintendo, favorite console of all time. Where great first-party games, great third-party games. We're getting that with the Switch 2. We're going to get those great first-party games, and we already see it. This isn't just me hyping up wishful thinking. We are getting great third-party games already. The console isn't even released yet, bro. These third-party announcements on the Switch 2 are going to be crazy. We're at 35 likes. I need 15 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get it to 50 likes right now. Do it.
To make the best version of Borderlands 4 we can. As a game developer, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
We are taking some leaps with Borderlands 4. It is familiar if you've ever played a Borderlands game before, but it's the first time we're in a seamless world, a massive world, and you can go anywhere.
Let's go.
If you can see it on the screen in the distance miles away, you can go there.
Okay.
And it's Borderlands, so we could be a little crazy. You could double jump in a first-person shooter.
Let's go.
You could dash to the
Just like in
side.
Metroid.
You can use a grappling hook to launch yourself far away.
Just like in Metroid.
It's really fun to maneuver in ways that we've never been able to maneuver before in Borderlands.
Get it, bro.
And we're bringing it to you in Borderlands 4 on Nintendo Switch 2.
Bro.
So we love to take our time developing Borderlands games, but it's important to us that when we set out to do a next chapter in a Borderlands saga, that we're excited and we're inspired by it. So taking more time with Borderlands means that we can make more enemies, that we can tune our humor and our tone and our story. We can invent more weird guns, right?
Yeah, the Switch 2 footage is
the extra time, we literally started Borderlands 4 right on the heels of Borderlands 3 shipping back in 2019. So 6 years, and we've spent every one of those years with our team working on filling up Borderlands with great adventure.
April 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be another Switch 2 game we are getting day one at launch. Y'all heard the guy. He said the Switch 2 is a very powerful system. They said that they're not fighting against the system. Oh, we can only do this, but we're limited because of the hardware. They are not. They're saying the system is enabling them to make a great game. So, love to hear this from third-party developers, from people actually working, developing the game. They are saying that the system is great. Can't wait. I'm telling you, the Switch 2, phenomenal year of gaming is ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 23 days away. Brah, 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 brah. Brah, 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 brah. I asked this question. First of all, Switch 2 is getting exclusives. We are getting games you can only play and experience on the Switch 2. Yeah, Metro Prime 4 is going to also be on the Switch 1, but everybody and their mama going to be getting the Switch 2 version because we've seen that graphical and the fidelity leap in the Switch 2 version. 4K, 60 frames per second. Whew, that's going to be clean. Handheld mode, 120 frames per second, 1080p. Whew, that's going to look clean. So I asked this question. What's your most? You got to only pick one, not out of these four. But of everything that's been announced, what's your single one most anticipated Switch 2 game? Chat, what is your most anticipated? I'm interested to know what of all the games announced, what is the one game you want to play the most? I'm going to share mine. Those of you who've been tuning in, I'm not going to say mine's yet because y'all, I don't want it to sway y'all's. First 48 says Donkey Kong.
Mine is Mario Kart.
It's looking real good. Joshua says his is Mario Kart World.
Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6, let's go, Roman up. I'm not mad at any of those because they're all going to be great on the Switch 2. Mario Kart World. Metroid Prime says love. Kiki says Mario Kart World by mine, but I'll remind them, Metroid Prime 4. Prime 4. Star Wars says Prime 4. No says Mario Kart. Bro, every game that y'all listed, I'm super hyped for.
Wait, what? Wait,
every single one.
Wait, Kirby Air
But-
Riders is, I don't think anybody talks about Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah, Kirby Air Riders, clean too. Cyberpunk 2077, I feel you, it was in 84. I feel you, bro. Red with the Dark Horse, Damon X Machina. That game is looking good too, Red. Mario World, 3D, that's been announced. Cherie. All right, so I'm excited for all those games y'all listed, bro. But I have to stick to my own rules and pick only one. And y'all already know. Y'all already know what time it is. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. 4K. 60 frames per second HDR. That's going to look amazing, bro. And 1080p, 120 frames per second HDR. That's going to look fantastic. I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this game. Yeah, it's going to be my Game of the Year candidate. I don't care what anybody say. It's going to be my Game of the Year already. I ain't even played yet. Game of the Year goes to Metroid Prime 4. Give Retro Studios the trophy. Bro, I can't wait for this game, man. And so my Game of the Year is Metroid Prime 4. But the point is, on the Switch 2, no matter what you choose, we're going to have a fantastic year of gaming. One of the best years to be a Nintendo fan is unfolding right in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have a release date for Metroid Prime? No, they didn't give us a release date yet. But we'll get one soon. I think it's going to be sometime after September. September and after is when we'll get a release date for that Prime 4. But I can't wait, man. It's going to be dope. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fire. All right. Bro. Now, let me continue to add to the whole key card physical game dilemma that's been ravaging the internet. Oh, and people are upset with the latest news that Nintendo's only offering a 64 gigabyte option. Bro, cartridges are expensive. They've been like that since Nintendo's last cartridge home console, the Nintendo 64. And this is what I had mentioned on X. Do y'all remember when Nintendo 64 cartridges costed a gazillion dollars for third-party developers? One of the reasons why the Nintendo 64 didn't get that great third-party support, because those cartridges were expensive. Bro, Nintendo, we're complaining about Mario Kart at $80. Nintendo 64 games cost, a lot of them cost $80 and even higher. So been there, done that for me, bro. And this was in the 90s. So with today's price, that'll be over $100 for games, bro. But third-party developers, the cartridges were so expensive that no one was making games on the Nintendo 64 because of it. There were so many dry months on the Nintendo 64, directly attributed to cartridges being so expensive. Yeah, I'd rather get key cards and digital games than no games at all. If the only way we were going to get Street Fighter is through a key card, I'd rather the key card than not getting Street Fighter 6 on the Switch 2 at all, bro. And I'm saying this and not really caring because I get all my games digitally. So it is what it is, and I keep saying it, but I hate to break it to y'all. This might be the last generation of physical gaming. We are going more and more to an all digital future. We're just going to have to embrace it. We're at 43 likes. Speaking of embracing it, I need y'all to embrace that like button. Give the stream a thumbs up. Let's crush 50 likes right now. We're at 43 likes. Come on, bro. 7 people. All right. Oh, breaking news. And it might still be live. The GameCube controller is up for pre-order on the Nintendo online store. It went up earlier today, $65 now. And you must have a Nintendo online subscription to pre-order. That's one good way for Nintendo to prevent scalpers. You have to have an NSO membership to order it. And there has been controversy. Well, I don't want to get it because I can only use it with the GameCube app. That's not true. I believe that's been debunked, that this controller will be able to use on any game on the Switch 2. And it is, because they have that little ZL, they have 4 shoulder buttons. And GameCube games originally didn't have 4 shoulder buttons. So if you get the GameCube controller, it is optimized for the GameCube app. But just like the NES controller, all the controllers, because I have them all. Get me my Nintendo 64 controller in the box. You can use them all on any game. It's been tested. But they've been optimized for the platform that they're on. Y'all see this? The Claw. We used to call this the Claw. Controller is one of the GOATs, bro. This controller was so innovative for its time, man. That's one thing that I always loved about Nintendo. Their innovation. My headphones was getting a battery dead warning. Their innovation, man. They always was innovative. Even with the Joy-Cons. Perfect timing. He's holding up the 2 Joy-Cons. They're innovative, bro. And with the Joy-Cons, Nintendo just really improved. They're sold out. Wow. Well, I knew it wouldn't last long. And there was a waiting line. Like when you went to it, there was a message that popped up that said, because of high traffic, we put you in line, hold tight. But I've been pre-ordering so much stuff for the Switch 2, I forget whether or not I pre-ordered the GameCube controller. I like to say I did. And don't worry, Even if you don't get it in this launch rush period, they will periodically come back out, and I will let you know when they're available so you could still lock in a GameCube controller. So you'll be good. You good, bro. You good. One of the go-to controllers, top 5 controllers of all time. Top 5 all time. All right. 23 more days, ladies and gentlemen. Hold tight. 23 more days until we play Game Chat. All right. And I did mention this too. And this goes back to what the creators, Gearbox, said when they were making Borderlands. Y'all better listen to what the actual developers working on the Switch are saying about the system, and not Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry does solid work, but they've already been proven wrong on multiple occasions on their analysis of Switch 2 games. That's facts. They've been coming out saying stuff about what they've seen on Switch 2 games, and then it's come out and the developer's like, no, our game is actually running at this resolution, at this frame rate. What are y'all talking about? So wait until the games come out, wait until you experience it for yourself, and stop taking Digital Foundry at their word for everything. I was blown away today. I was watching them, they were talking about, because Final Fantasy, shout out to Final Fantasy 7. Where's my trailer for Final Fantasy 7? It's here somewhere, right here. And there was one screenshot where the game was running at 60 frames per second. And I think the game will be fine at 30 frames per second. But there's one screenshot that showed it running at 60 frames, and Digital Foundry's like, no, this can't be on the Switch 2. Like, bro, the fact that they were so adamant that no way, 60 frames per second, this can't be on the Switch 2. This has to be PC footage. I'm like, come on, bro. You can't have that negative a slant. You can be like, wow, I'm impressed that this is 60 frames. I'll be surprised. I wonder if this is in fact. But like, they were ready to just shoot that down. So, do I think this is gonna be 60 frames? Probably not, because the game looks real good, bro. Like, they were showing shot comparisons with the PS5 version. Couldn't tell the difference. Look, just like the PS5 version. So, if they get this at a smooth 30, or Cyberpunk has shown us something. If they can get 40 frames with VRR, because the Switch 2 is a 120 hertz console, meaning 40 frames with VRR is going to look real smooth. So if they could sort of squeeze that out, optimize the technology of the Switch 2, those games, bro, are gonna have high graphical fidelity and smooth frames. So yeah, Starswift says to me the Switch 2 Final Fantasy looks, yeah, some of those images, I said that too. I said, am I tripping, or does the Switch 2, these Switch 2 images looking better than the PS5 images? So, and at the end of the day, I don't care what this PS5 version looks like. I just know that we're getting a quality port on the Switch 2, and that's all we have to be worried about. Our games are gonna look good and run good, and we good, bro. We got those exclusives y'all could only dream of. All right, so shout out to Gearbox for saying once again, and I quote, Switch 2 is very powerful. It's an incredible machine in a very tight form factor, and we love being on the bleeding edge with our graphics. Bro, they're saying they are not being held back because of the Switch 2. We can do everything we want to do on every other console with the Switch 2. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting great quality games. I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but I'm going to say it again. The first console I played that I owned as a kid was the Atari 7800. That's what my dad bought me, first console. Then we graduated to that NES. And boy, the leap from the 7800 to the NES, night and day. But then we got a Super Nintendo. And this brings me to my point. Super Nintendo is my favorite console of all time. I've been said that. All throughout college, like I traded in consoles. I got all my consoles back. But I never I couldn't. There was just something in me. I could never trade in my Super Nintendo. I still own the same Super Nintendo I have a kid. And the cartridges I have, most of them, are still the same cartridges I had as a kid. There's some games I couldn't trade in, bro. I did trade in some Super Nintendo games, but Punch-Out, I still got it. Mario World, still got it. Link to the Past, still got it. Secret of Mana, I still got the same cartridge I had as a kid. Donkey Kong, still have the same cartridge I had as a kid. I'm saying all this to say, Star Fox, I don't think I still have my Star Fox cartridge. I think I got a lot of money for it too. That FX chip went crazy price, money. College, bro. When you college, you just try to survive, bro. So I was trading in games. But I'm saying all that to say the Super Nintendo was when Nintendo had great first party and third party games. I feel like the Switch 2 is about to get that same treatment. Great first party, great third party games. Bro, this is Switch 2 footage and it's looking so good. I've beaten this game already on my PS5, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm getting it again on my Switch 2, and we're going to beat it again on my Switch 2. Bruh. Nintendo on top this generation again. Now, I got to show this on stream. Bro, Hori has shown some of their third-party accessories. This right here is a close-up shot of a camera. The camera that actually connects to the top of your Switch 2. This is the best third-party device. Now, this is what I said, not gonna lie. This Hori camera that connects directly to the top of your Switch 2 is pretty dope. For now, though, I'm keeping it a buck. I'm still sticking with the official Nintendo camera. It's a brand new system, bro. We don't really know how these third-party accessories are gonna react. Y'all can test these third-party accessories out for me. I'm gonna wait for people to say, yeah, it looks good, it runs fine, so it doesn't break your system. Doesn't overheat your system, doesn't cause your system to melt. Then we might consider it. But for the most part, I've always just stuck to the first party accessories because they're still good and there's still plenty from that come around. Is it 480p? I'm hearing read that it is a 480p camera. And that's one advantage the Switch camera is. The Switch camera is a 1080p camera. So take it as a grain of salt, however you want to do it. It is what it is, bro. What's up, Bowser? Bro. Where's that Switch 2 footage? One of the coolest things about the Switch 2, perfect timing. Let me rewind that, bro. Look at this. The timing is impeccable. Mouse controls on the Switch 2. You know, when I thought about mouse controls, what came to mind? NSO. Because so far, we got announced for NSO. For the Switch 2, GameCube games. But you know what other two systems would be perfect for mouse controls? Which one, chat? Which ones?
Somebody type it.
DS and 3DS. Just think, touch screens. Yes, you could do pointers, but pointing isn't as accurate as with the mouse. It's like you're writing. Bro, mouse controls for DS NSO games
For the Blue Shell Super Mario.
would be perfect.
For new Super Mario Bros.
So, I really do think this generation we're going to get DS announcements. I don't know if we're going to get 3DS, to keep it a buck, but we're going to get DS. So we already have GameCube. I think we're going to get DS announcements, and GoldenEye mouse controls would go crazy. For those first-person shooters, mouse controls, are going to go crazy just in general, bro. I cannot wait, man. OMG. Yeah, the Super Nintendo did have a mouse accessory. Shout out to Mario Paint. Mario Paint, never bought it. But shout out to everybody who had it. And, bro, we got to mention this. The game that has taken 2025 by storm. Clear, obscure Expedition 33. When I first saw this at the Xbox event, I was like, this game was dope. And it was showcased to the Xbox. It's a multi-plat game. I really think this game is going to be on the Switch too. Not a matter of if, when. And it seems like we have more evidence that there could be a Switch 2 version. The CEO of Sandfall, the studio that made this game, Guillaume Broch, he was in a video chat and stated that a Switch 2 version of Clair Obscur 33 would be, and I quote, interesting. All right. This is his direct quote. Well, at this point, considering the success of the game, it kind of changes everything. So clearly, it's too early to say, but we're kind of in a situation where, let's say there are a lot of opportunities showing up. Way too many at once. And we're figuring out what we'll go for and what we won't. But yeah, it's definitely something that could be interesting. That's what he says in reference to a Switch 2 version of the game. So I really do think a Switch 2 version game is going to be happening, and I'm here for it, bro. This would be a day one buy if this were to come out on the Switch 2. And this has JRPG roots. There is a huge JRPG Nintendo fan base. And so, if and when this game comes out, it's on the Xbox Series S. Everything that comes out to the Series S, I think could run on the Switch 2. So, if and when this game comes out on the Switch 2, mark my words, it's going to sell real good on the Switch 2. So, this is what we're going to do today. Ladies and gentlemen, my throat has been killing me all day. It's killing me right now, but the hype is too great for me to miss out on the dope news that happened today. So, a lot of dope news. We're going to go to the Nintendo Today app and let's see what's crack-a-lacking on that Switch 2 news front. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. We're opening it up right now. This Nintendo Today. Oh, and you know what? I accidentally opened the app last night, so we're not going to get the animation. This is what I did. How come we're not? It's not showing up. It's not showing up at all. Oh, was it not plugged in? Maybe I didn't have it all the way plugged in. No, there it is. It wasn't plugged in. Booyah. Booyah. Oh, I was about to say. So we missed the Princess Peach animation because I thought it was the same night, but it was past midnight when I opened the app back up. So it refreshed to everything new. Metroid? Are we starting off with some Metroid footage? Oh, let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's click on the app. Bro, they're killing me with the no. They're not showing it. All right, fail. I don't know why some videos it clicks on and it shows it, and some videos it just won't play on the app. All right. This is dope. Video showing the micro SD card. How to insert your SD Express card in your Switch 2. Check it out. That's where it goes, right behind the kickstand. That's one of the very first things I'm going to do. Before I turn on my Switch, I'm gonna put in the, my Lexar 1 terabyte micro SD express card. So that's dope. It showed you how to. It's getting us ready, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the end game. Let's go. Micro SD hype. That was useful. Koopa Troopa Sailor outfit. Let's go. Let's go. More songs added to Nintendo Music. We got Pokemon Sword Shield. Bro, Game and Watch is goated. And it's not showing the video. Fail, bro. They have to update this app. Why some videos will show in the capture and some won't. Alright, so Nintendo Today app was dope. Alright, y'all. That's the news for today, ladies and gentlemen. That's the news. What do y'all think about everything? Everything we discussed. Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out. Peace.
Oh, we have most ever. Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.